for this spring. You guys all know I'm a little bit of a jewelry obsessed kind of a gal, and honestly, so many good finds from Walmart that are brand new. I cannot wait to show you. Let's get into it. Let's start out with something kind of unexpected for me. This is by Time and True, and it is this set with a rope. So I like that there's a rope chain and that they're separate. There's always benefits to it being attached versus separate. You can like almost make the argument either way. But it's this like fabric style rope with a really kind of fun pearl at the end, which probably has a name. It's like, you know, it's sort of in its natural state. It's imperfect, if you will. I'm sure that has a name. Unexpected. Really like this. I've worn it actually probably 3 times and I just got it. That says a lot for me, I feel like. But the fact that it's almost the juxtaposition of it being, you know, this material along with the pearl, and honestly, even the brown, it's kind of unique. It's kind of different. So really, really like that one, and a big surprise for me, for sure. This bracelet set here, I think this is really great because it's green, hopefully, as you can see, very different than the green I'm wearing today, but hopefully you can tell it's almost like a neutral green. I really like when green can be kind of neutral like this. Like I feel like this one, as an example, it's obviously kind of a darker green, but it has a gray undertone, and I would say that it has kind of a warm gray undertone, which gives it just the overall vibe of like, it could kind of match anything, it could kind of be neutral. You know, this would go with honestly mostly anything. You could wear it, and they're all stretch, which is fantastic. And if you have a lot of bracelets like me, let me just give you a tip. One thing that I will do, if I sort of don't know what is what and what is a set, and it's great, obviously, if you want to break them up, you don't have to do that. What I'll do is I will just take one of them and I will store it like this. Cause like I've got a thing of just like green bracelets, which I know is terrible, but it is. These are the facts. And you know, they'll all just get jumbled in there. But if I go like this, I then know that this is a set. So it's just like a fun little tip for you if that is helpful in any way. Oh, pardon the interruption. It is just me, your host, Jen. I just wanted to properly welcome you to the channel. Welcome you to Wow Week. We're here, we made it, spring 2025, a Wow Week. If you are not familiar with Wow Week, it stands for Week of Walmart. We've been doing it here since pretty much like I founded my channel on it practically for the last 4 or 5 years going on. So hello, hi, let me know if you found me through a prior Wow Week. I'd be curious to hear. My channel is all about helping you be your most confident self through style and fashion. And what we like to say that we do here is we like to say that we be in the kitchen cooking them looks. Wow Week is gonna be a mixture of outfit ideas on top of just fashion finds, all the things. So if you love affordable fashion, if you're looking for budget-friendly outfit ideas that maybe you don't see every day here on YouTube, definitely consider subscribing. And if you love Walmart, I do a ton of Walmart on this channel. I always like to say subscribe if you're awesome, or subscribe if you want to be awesome. I will definitely link everything in 3 places now. We've got the description box down below. I will put it in a pinned comment as well. And then there is the YouTube shopping feature now, where as an item pops up, I can have it where you can click on the screen and shop that way as well. I do want to say, if you choose to use my links, I cannot thank you enough. That is a free way to support me and my channel. So I truly appreciate it if you do that. I will definitely link the rest of Wow Week down below as well. And I think that's it for our morning announcements today. So let's keep going with the video. This one here, also by Pioneer Woman. I wear a lot of kind of probably a little darker than this, more of like a maroon color, but love the different, it's also a rope chain, but it's a little bit thinner. Love that it's kind of something that's gonna go around here, because I really like to do my necklace stacks where it's like shorter, mid, and longer. And the mid one for me is always the hardest one to find. You can always find long necklaces, you can always find short necklaces. It's hard to find the mid level. I really do like that, and it has kind of more of a marquee stone, which those I usually never liked, but they're definitely back in style now. And I don't mind them. I mean, it's okay. It's very kind of vintagey looking, so I think it'll go with a lot of different stuff and kind of add character, I would say, to a lot of different outfits. This next one is also by Pioneer Woman. It's a marbly pear shape. I really like that it does both sides, which is fantastic. Again, with the chains on these, I love that this one it's got like little stations on it. It just makes it interesting. Like when you are somebody like me that wears a lot of necklace stacks, if they they all had the same chain, it gets a little bit boring. Even if they have different pendants and they're, you know, situated in different areas, I feel like they've got to have different chains and it just makes it so much more fun. So I just really appreciate the Pioneer Woman jewelry specifically for that, among other things as well. But another necklace here by Pioneer Woman. I do want to note that the stone goes on both sides. It's kind of that marquee again. This is a little bit charmy. It's charming in that it has kind of like 3 things there. Also a stationed chain, but also different than the last stationed chain, which is really cool. So really like that. Oh, this other one dropped down here. And it does come with this. It comes with 2 necklaces. As you can see, they're completely separate. They're also separate chains, but look at this one, how sparkly this is. I mean, I'll definitely wear this with other stuff. I love how just kind of dainty and sparkly it is. And then this one, honestly, I think it's kind of boring, but I'll wear it a ton because it's neutral like that. Like this to me is almost like buying a white cami. It's not something that I am like so excited about, but I picked it because I'm like, I'm gonna wear the crap out of this thing. I already know. I mean, that's just the stuff you grab for the most, right? Like I might be the most excited about something that's like lime green or hot pink, but I'm gonna end up wearing this like 10 times more than I'm gonna wear that, if that makes sense. This one here is an oh shoot moment, but let me tell you why I don't even mind that much. So we've got this little heart here. I can very easily super glue that. What I really like about this one is look at this chain. I love that it does this. I would buy this just for the chain, and even put other stuff on it. I love this. It's smooth. It's just so nice that you don't have to mess with a clasp, and you're not limited to the stations that normally come on a necklace. You know, you're not limited to this little bit of extra that they're giving you. You can wear this thing long, or you can go like hella short with it. You know what oh, I love it. I would buy it just for the chain, literally. I'm not even mad that it broke. I'm not even mad. The next 4 pieces that I'm gonna show you here, they're all by Pioneer Woman, but they all kind of go together. Mind you, they're not sold as a foursome. I guess we'll say a foursome. They're not sold as a foursome, okay? But they are definitely like, they match each other, and I'm totally going to wear them together. So let's start off with bracelets. We've got one bracelet set over here, and this one is pretty basic, but what I do really love about this is the color. As you can see, it's kind of like, it's giving like purple leaning periwinkle. I feel like there's not quite enough blue in here to call it periwinkle. What really attracted me to this one, coming from someone that has just like a ton of jewelry, is I really don't have anything this color, and I hardly ever have anything purple, hardly ever. So I really like that. Then there is another bracelet set here in the same color, so it definitely goes. And you know, you might say, oh, why do I need both? You don't. You definitely don't. It's just I do. You know what I mean? But I like that it's just like a little bit different. It's got the charm. It's giving more like charm style bracelet. So here's what I would do, because I like wearing stuff over with my watches. And it's funny, I feel like I took my bracelets off on this side of my arm today. That's okay. I had them on earlier. What I would do is I'd probably wear these beaded ones over with my watch, and then I would wear this set over here, because it's just like a little bit more interesting on its own. I typically wear more simplified jewelry over with my watch because it's already like a lot going on. So I love that I could wear those together, and they're definitely going to match. The earrings here are probably what I like the least out of everything, but I still like them, obviously, so I got them, but they're that exact same color. In terms of weight, I feel like they're lighter than they look. I wouldn't call them lightweight, but they're definitely not heavy. I can also link my little earring backs that I always use, the stickers that help support your ear. If you're not familiar with those, I can link those. They're from Amazon. Yeah, just really cute. And you know, like sort of make a statement, but they're not like in your face like a lot of the earrings are. And then I really like this one. So again, with a thicker chain, these are all Pioneer Woman. And this is more of this is a box chain. And I love how large that O-ring is, and then it goes down into sort of that pear shape with a little bit of floral detail, but the floral detail matches these other things that are in here. To me, that is gonna be such a fun set to wear together. I'm honestly so excited. I'm probably gonna plan an outfit around just wearing this. So let's wait and let's see what I come up with. Let's switch over to some really fun springy summer style jewelry. So the 3 pieces that I'm gonna show you next, these are all by No Boundaries. This necklace set here you can wear these all separately on their own, but of course they look really cute together. The one is like, I'd call it sort of a charm necklace light, meaning it's not overly clunky, it's not anything wild. And then the next one is a little evil eye, which would look cute really with anything. And then this one is what gives it the really fun color. So I think that's really cute. And it also does have a little pearl at the bottom, more as like a pendant style. And then to go with that, this bracelet is an exact match. I wasn't sure at first, but I'm like, oh no, this is definitely supposed to match, because it's got even like the little evil eye on it there. And then we've got pearls, and then we got some color. So it's literally meant to go together. So if you are somebody that likes to put things together that are definitely gonna match, I feel like this would be really good for you for that. I'm not always like that, but I mean, I probably will, let's be honest. I probably will, but I don't always do that. And I like to take stuff from different sets and kind of put it together. But anyway. And then there is an anklet that also goes. That I really like. I think that's really fun. I think it's fun to have either like the bracelet and the anklet on together, or the necklace and the anklet. And there's a little bit of space in between all of those things, so that's not like too much. What I probably really don't love to do is like be overly matchy with more of a necklace that's like sitting up here. So think like a statement necklace, and then also statement earrings. I feel like those are competing too much. I like to balance it. I'm not saying I'll never do it, okay? So don't come for me, but that's usually what I like to do. These anklets, I'll definitely pop up as I talk about them. It's gonna be kind of hard here, but basically what I wanted to do with these anklets is I like that they all come in a set. So each one comes in a set of 3. And now, as I probably have them in, when I put them away, like in my jewelry cabinet over there, I'm probably gonna put them all together because I think they're just so truly like mix and match, even with the silver set too. So I got 4 sets here. They're all by Time and True. And what I did with these is I actually cut off the excess. So, you know, there's always that adjustable part there. And for me personally, they're all going to just hang down, especially if I wear multiple. And I feel like it could almost be distracting, probably even more so than a bracelet. I do this with bracelets as well. So you just cut it off. I cut it with regular scissors. It just cut it to the station that you know that you need. You know, you could argue, oh, are my ankles gonna change size? I mean, for one, I don't have it in there like tight. So there's probably give either way, whether I need it large or small. But honestly, like, I feel like for my ankles to change size, we're probably talking about a long period of time. And like, who knows if these will even be something I want to wear at that time. I do the same thing with bracelets as well. I am a little more cautious when I do it with bracelets because of the fact that I described earlier of how I like wear my watches and stuff. Like even this that I'm wearing today, for an example, I tried to wear this one on this side of my watch, and it was a little bit tight on my wrist there. Now this isn't one where you're cutting and adjusting it, but that same thing could happen. I would say, like, if this was an adjustable thing, I cut it off to sort of wear it more up here versus wear it down. I think, you know, you could run into some problems. So, and same thing with necklaces. It's like, if I'm gonna be wearing them different each time, depending on the necklace stack, it's obviously not a great candidate to do it, but I thought for the anklets, definitely a good candidate to do that. Brief interruption, host Jen here to let you know that we are about halfway through this video. So please give the video a like if you are digging it so far. That really helps out me and my channel, and it tells YouTube to share it with other people. Don't forget to follow me on my other platforms, which are Instagram. Pinterest has a library of all of my looks, so definitely follow me on Pinterest. And I am also on TikTok and Facebook. And let's keep going with the video. More necklaces, a boho style for you. I kind of group these into color. So we're gonna talk about a few blue ones here. And I think these honestly could all be worn together if you wanted to stack them that way. I think this is a fun take on doing the teardrop. So you've got a solid kind of teardrop here along with something that is a little bit more structured, but I really like that it's see-through with the floral. I think that's just kind of interesting. It reminds me of, I remember when my dog passed, I was looking to put something like with fur in it, sort of like this, and it just kind of reminds me of that. But along the way, I saw a lot where you could put like a flower that you know, found or something, a giant flower, no, you know what I mean? Like tiny little parts of it, and you could like preserve it within the glass. That's kind of what it reminds me of. These do have the same chain. I'm actually surprised by that because they normally don't. Just like the one that, well, this one really wouldn't have the same chain. This is not the best example, but this is the other set here. So we've got blue. I love the chain here. Once again, it's stations, but it's different. And then you've got the beads up here. So if you wore all those together, not only is it going to be varying shades of blue, it's different shapes, it's different chains. You've got like some beads at the top and then a longer bead down here, but it's smaller. And then, you know, this long chain with this oval shape along with the other thing, the preserved flower that we're going to call it, with a teardrop or pear shape. I think that would all be really cute together and just kind of mix and match as you go. I have another one here that is, I think, just on its own. And this is another one where I think it's honestly kind of boring, but I know I'm gonna wear it a ton. One of the next colors that I wear the absolute most, outside of if it's like tan or, you know, something very obviously neutral that goes with everything, is definitely more like an aqua or turquoise color. I just find myself matching them with a lot of different things. So this one is also by Pioneer Woman. And this goes on both sides. I don't think I mentioned over here. So let's see, these two stones. The oval one goes on both sides. The pear-shaped one, that's clear. You can see it from both sides, but it's kind of, you'd be able to tell if it's backwards. And then the other one is fine. I really like when they don't have just one side, because we all know necklaces flip. And for me, I mean, like, they're just always like bouncing off my boobs and flipping around. And it's just ideal if they're not, if they do both sides. Anyway, I don't know how to feel about this one. I'm probably gonna keep it because I just love jewelry and I like to do funky things. Like, so for one, let's note that it's very long. It's by Madden NYC. And if you literally, you can open this up and it's almost like a pocket. I mean, there's literally, like, you could keep chapstick in here. You could literally keep chapstick in here. So I don't know. It's just a little bit different. Maybe it's like a mini purse. I could wear it as a mini purse because it has like a flap. Yeah, there you go. It's actually good purse length. So maybe I'm missing something with this one, but I think it's a cute concept and I like that it has a little stud on the front, like makes it a little bit more edgy. This one also does come in gold. So I don't know, I'm gonna have to play around with that one a little bit. Maybe I can do something fun and creative with it. I don't know, we'll see. Next, kind of just a hodgepodge of things to talk to you about. So I noticed that Time and True had a lot of really cute watches that are just super basic. I have so many old Michael Kors watches that are really large like this, and honestly, I rock them anyway. I know that's like not necessarily the style anymore, but I just like big and gaudy, and I'm always gonna like big and gaudy no matter what's in or what's out. But I did notice, I mean, these are like, I forget, 10 to 15 bucks. And it's, you know, even if you look at this here, it's almost like it's a smaller version of this. So I do really, really like that. I can also link along with this a link removal kit that you can get from Amazon. I always remove all of my own links. I used to sell fine jewelry, so I do links, I do batteries, all that kind of thing. Fun side note, one time at work at my corporate job, I gifted everybody for Christmas. Like, I wasn't like, let me back up. It's not like a real gift. It was more like as a gesture. Like, we weren't as a department doing gifts, but as a gesture over the holidays, I was like, hey, I have 1 million watch batteries, because I buy all these sets of watch batteries on Amazon. They're like $5 for 1 million of them or whatever. And I was like, I have so many, and you know, you can't keep them forever. I was like, so bring me in any dead watches that you have at home and I'll change your batteries for you. That'll be my little holiday cheer for you. And a lot of people took me up on it, which I thought was really cool. So anyway, just a fun side story there. This one, somebody on my Instagram was like, this looks like every mom watch from like 1990 something. I'm like, oh my gosh, that's so true. I feel like, you know, that kind of stuff is all coming back now. So 3 neutral, very vacation coded, if you will, earrings. So really like all of these. Let's talk about some of the heaviness. In terms of size, you know, these are probably a little bigger than they look on the website. These are the heaviest. And again, I wouldn't say that they're heavy. You always have to pick them up individually because, you know, it's the vibe. I'd say they're medium. These I actually thought were gonna be a lot heavier because I have similar ones from TJ Maxx that are a lot heavier, even though it's fabric and whatever. I absolutely love these. They're by Time and True. I think these are all Time and True. And then I thought this one was cute because you've got just different textures going on. There's like little tiny beads and it's a little bit intricate. I wish it was on both sides, but you would obviously choose the side where it goes outward. But then, you know, you kind of don't see it on this side, which is why I wish it was both sides. It is what it is. Oh, and for a size reference, here this one is. So I feel like these are all very vacation coated, resort wear coated, very, very cute. I really like these flower earrings by Madden NYC. I just think that they're so cute. So they're almost like that puffy style. You know how recently a lot of that puffy stuff was very in style, like the lettering and things like that. They remind me of that, and they're just actually on regular hoops. So if you wanted to, you could take these off and just wear them as regular hoops. So I feel like that's really good for that. To me, these are heavier than what they should be. I would describe them as definitely medium. Like when they're on, I've worn them all day. They don't hurt or anything, but I'm like, they could have made these so lightweight and they didn't, which is unfortunate. So they're heavier than they should be, in my opinion. All right, I'm gonna talk about some pink ones all together because I think you could definitely layer some of these. So I actually really appreciate this one because clearly I have a lot of Pioneer Woman jewelry, and this one is very different than what they typically have. So it's an interesting way to do this. You can layer it, but it does give you the option to kind of layer it up sort of differently, all within the same connection. I don't know, it's a little hard to explain. And they are all together, which I really don't mind, especially considering most of their jewelry is not all together. So having one that is together is totally fine by me. This one is very much leaning almost like a peachy pink, but very, very cute. And then there's a longer pink one here. I love that these are just barely pink. So you know what I was talking about earlier about like, oh, what I wear the most and what I don't. The turquoise and the very light blue is definitely next after neutrals. And honestly, after that, it's probably light pink. Because I think when pink can be so light, it sort of leans neutral. This one does do both sides, so I do appreciate that. And it's funny, when I go like that, I feel like it almost looks white, but it definitely looks pink when you put it, you know, up to something like a shirt. And just interesting the way this chain is. I love that it's kind of balls down here and then it goes into sort of a normal chain, and then obviously this one is long. Here is another pink one, also by Pioneer Woman, and the chain links on this are very different. I don't even know what this is called, but it's very, very cute. And I again, it's different. So like even if you wore this one with that other pink one and put them stationed slightly differently, the chains are different. I just think that's fun and interesting. Same thing with this one. It goes both sides. This one, it's almost like it's just a straight up pendant. This one's just like a straight up stone. There's nothing even around it, like where this one has gold encasing the stone. And I like that it does both sides. Same thing as well, where it almost looks more neutral until you hold something against it. And that one also is long. Let's talk about my favorite. This one isn't necessarily my favorite on its own, but it's my favorite with the ring set that I am going to show you next. So this one is a twofer, and I think earlier I talked about finding this middle necklace is a little bit of a challenge sometimes. Here is a middle necklace, which is fantastic. The color to me is very interesting. It's almost like a magenta leaning purple, pinky purple. And I just love it. Again, with the chain, very different. It's almost like a pattern of chains. And then I like that this is a shorter version and it's just kind of got stations of a very similar color. And this one is connected, which again, I don't mind because most of the other ones are not connected. So I think it just makes it kind of interesting. And these rings are trying to run away from me here. I absolutely adore, particularly this ring. I like that these also can be worn together because as you can see, and I know I put in the footage, you can see them worn together and I think it looks cute. And then what is interesting is this one is actually a different size. So it's almost like they're expecting you to wear them all together, but knowing that if your middle finger is a size whatever, that your ring finger is likely to be, you know, one size smaller or whatever. So I really like that. And I think these are gonna look so cute together. Big downfall of this one is the fact that it's not on both sides. So that's kind of a bummer. This next one has also a cool chain. So I know what you're thinking, it's probably by Pioneer Woman. It's not, it's by Time and True. This is black and it's only on the one side, so that's kind of a bummer. And I like though that the casing around this black stone here is almost like a woven rope. So I wanted to point that out. I thought that was kind of interesting, and that's long. And you know, if you wanted, you could wear it with these adorable bow earrings. So you got kind of a regular hoop, and then the fabric is wrapped around most of it, and then it goes into a bow. Adorable. I mean, it's just completely adorable. For me, the perfect size hoop. I would definitely wear them to work. Maybe some people wouldn't. I would. I probably wouldn't wear hoops much bigger than that to work, but I love all of that, and that magenta one is my favorite. Final two things for you here. So we're at the home stretch. This bracelet by Time and True, I've actually been wearing this almost every single time that I wore, I think what I ended up showing first here, which was the brown cord with the pearl on it. And I like that it's just a little different. I feel like bracelets like this are very popular right now and you wear them as a set, but I like that it has the pearl around it and also keeps them together, which is kind of nice as well, so they don't get lost from one another. And then this last necklace set is by Madden NYC. I do like that they're all separate, so you have that versatility there. The top one is just kind of a regular curb. I think this is called a curb style chain that you really could wear with anything. I like the gold tone on this. I'm a little bit picky about my, you know, faux gold, if you will. And then I love anything that has these little carabiner locks. I just think it's so cute. I have other necklaces like that are honestly a lot more chunky. I like that this one's kind of a little bit more simplistic. So there's that. And then this little lightning bolt. I think this is so cute, particularly because I have other stuff and I feel like I see lightning bolts a fair amount, but they're always like teeny tiny and more dainty. I kind of like that this one's chunkier and that it's silver. I just think it adds a little bit of something. And this is also two-tone if you wear it all together like the set suggests to do. And we all know I love two-tone. Final segment of my outfit of the day, just a couple key pieces to share with you. So Walmart barrel jeans. I think the Walmart denim video has already gone live by this point, so you would have seen those in that video. These come in 3 different colors. They're by Time and True, and I'm wearing my true size 16. They are a little bit tight. They've already loosened up because I've now worn them all day, but they definitely fit kind of like 100% cotton, even though they're not 100% cotton. This I got specifically because of my favorite Adidas, which are this lime green and kind of powdery blue color. I literally saw this shirt and I would have never wanted it probably if I didn't have those Adidas. And I'm always looking for stuff to wear with those Adidas because they kind of are hard to style just given the color. But I really like this. This is like a sweatshirt. I get that this color's not for everybody, but this comes in a ton of different colors. So I would click on the link and check. This is from Amazon. And I just thought it just was perfect for my Adidas. I went with darker jeans because I thought it would just balance out better. And then because there's kind of randomly gray here, because it's obviously like sweatshirt vibes, I guess, I wanted to pair that down secondarily, which is why I brought in a silver bag, because silver, gray, you know, they're related, if you will. They're on the same family tree. And I did mostly silver jewelry. I do have a touch of gold here almost because I couldn't help it, but it's mostly silver where I could help it. And yeah, I don't know that I've shared this yet. This is so cute. This is by Melinda Maria. I've been wearing this a ton. I just got this and I will not be without it. I feel like I need the gold one as well because I've been wearing it so much. All right, that is gonna do it. Let me know down in the comments which one was your favorite item or outfit. I would be so curious to hear. And of course, if you made it all the way till the end of this video, I cannot thank you enough. That really helps out me and my channel when you watch all the way till the bitter end. So if you are still here, please let me know that by leaving me a heart emoji or the secret video word of Charmy. Don't forget to subscribe if you are awesome and click that notification bell so that you can be notified every single time I be in the kitchen cooking them looks. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.